Good morning, class. We're gonna take ourselves to the read aloud. We're gonna learn till we can't no more. Mr. K, teach me. All right, I'm done. But today, what we're gonna learn about is the message. So I'm going to start a new Frog and Toad chapter book. Every chapter, there should be a message, and I'm going to write the message. After I read the chapter, I'm going to read your responses, and then the next day we'll go over what the message of the last chapter was. So pay close attention. I'll post a sheet on the dojo. There will be problem, solution, and then what is the message and why. So you can either do a video, you can print it out and write it, or you can type it right in the dojo. Like I say every time, please post to your portfolio, please watch these videos, and listen close. Courtney behind the camera, say hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Did you like my song, Courtney?
It was great, I loved it.
Courtney doesn't know about our song. All right, Frog and Toad together, we see it's an award-winning book. There is
Oh, look, they have a little bicycle.
I think they're so cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
I hope I didn't read this one already. All right, we'll see. This sounds familiar. No, I don't think I read it. Chapter 1, A List. One morning, Toad sat in bed.
I have many things to do,
He said.
I will write them all down on a list so I can remember them.
Toad wrote on a piece of paper a list of things to do today. Then he wrote, wake up,
I have done that.
said Toad, and he crossed out wake up.
I did that today, too.
Yeah, maybe you should have made a list. Courtney's making connections. She woke up. You all woke up if you're watching this. You could all make a connection. Then Toad wrote other things on the paper. And here's the paper. A list of things to do today. Wake up, eat breakfast, get dressed, go to Frog's house, take a walk with Frog, eat lunch, take a nap, play games with Frog, eat supper, go to sleep. He has no other friends than Frog, I guess.
There, said Toad. Now my day is all written down.
He got out of bed and had something to eat. Then Toad crossed out, eat breakfast. So he's completing.
Yeah, oh, he has some tea and some cereal.
What did we have for breakfast? We had leftovers for breakfast. Toad took his clothes out of the closet and put them on. Then he crossed out, get dressed. Toad put the list in his pocket. He opened the door and walked out into the morning. Soon Toad was at Frog's front door. He took the list from his pocket and crossed out, go to Frog's house. So he's doing all the things on his list. Sometimes it's fun to make a list and then you feel like you're accomplishing something. Toad knocked at the door.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. Hello, said Frog.
Look at my list of things to do.
Said Toad. Oh, said Frog, that is very nice. Toad said,
My list tells me that we will go for a walk.
all right, said Frog. I'm ready. And we got Kirby coming.
Hi, Kirby.
Kirby, say hi. He'll be laying here, listening, waiting for a belly rub. Frog and Toad went on a long walk. Then Toad took the list from his pocket. Kirby. He crossed out, take a walk with Frog. Just then, there was a strong wind. It blew the list out of Toad's hand.
Oh.
Uh-oh, I sense a problem. The list blew high up into the air.
Help!
Cried Toad.
My list is blowing away. What will I do without my list?
I sense the problem. Remember, the message will be the most important answer, but you should also be able to find the problem and the solution. Hurry, said Frog. We will run and catch it.
No,
Shouted Toad.
I cannot do that.
Why not? Asked Frog.
Because
Wailed Toad.
running after my list is not one of the things that I wrote on my list of things to do.
Frog ran after the list. He ran over the hills and swamps, but the list blew on and on. At last, Frog came back to Toad. I'm sorry, gasped Frog. I could not catch your list.
Blah,
Said Toad.
Oh, he looks upset.
So why did Toad not run after his list? Because it wasn't on his list of things to do. Who would put that on a list? What to do today? Run after my list. After it blows away. Of course it wasn't on your list, Toad.
I cannot remember any of the things that were on my list of things to do. I will just have to sit here and do nothing.
Said Toad. Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. After a long time, Frog said, Toad, it is getting dark. We should be going to sleep now.
Go to sleep,
Shouted Toad.
that was the last thing on my list.
Toad wrote on the ground with a stick. go to sleep. Then he crossed out, go to sleep. There, said Toad.
Now my day is all crossed out.
I am glad, said Frog. Then Frog and Toad went right to sleep.
Aw.
So, think about the message. That's a tough one, and sometimes it's hard to find the message. So your answer with the message should not include the word list. I know a lot of you are going to say the message here is make a list and chase after it in the wind. No, the list could stand for something bigger. And this is good practice to look and see if we can find what does the list represent? What does it mean? Why is it so important? And it blowing away, is there a message there with the list? I'm really curious to see what you say. I think we'll get good as we practice. I'll read some of your responses tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I think the message is. Courtney, do you have any comments? How could a list stand for something bigger?
I don't know.
So make sure you're not using the characters' names. You're not using the word list in your answer unless you back it up and support it. But don't worry, just try your best. I'm curious to see what you say. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.
Bye. Say bye, Kirby.